All right, welcome back to another episode of Built Different with Levi Warner. I got Cozi, my sister, here today. Today we are going to talk about the top 10 biggest success myths.
Myths.
Myth. I must have a speech impediment.
Okay.
So
I can't even say myth.
right. Myth is hard for me, yeah. Well, most people don't fail because of lack of talent. They have, they fail because they believe in the lies that are told to them. And, media, they think successful people are always motivated. They think that we're passionate every morning. The stupid work-life balance, that if they had the connections, if they had the resources, they would do good. And I think that's all a bunch of shit, basically. Nobody feels like doing it every day.
No.
I got a little bit of the flu, had a little toilet time yesterday.
A lot of thinking.
A lot of deep thoughts on the toilet. Didn't want to get up and go to work today, but I did. Nobody feels like it every day. They win because they execute. They get up and they do it when they don't feel like it. Discipline beats motivation. Mm-hmm. Systems will always beat hustle. And we're working hard on getting that the systems built in our businesses. Consistency beats the hype. Motivation lacks. People think that they need to be motivated, but motivated fades quickly. It's the discipline and getting up and doing it every day. And 75 Hard is teaching that to us right now. Overnight success doesn't exist. Things, take time to percolate.
Wow.
I can't say hype, but I can say percolate.
You can't say myth.
Right. If you follow the structure, you follow the steps, and you do your checklist, you get everything done. Structure just compounds, and I'm seeing that a lot in 75 Hard, because with fitness, you work out 2 days and you think you should be jacked.
Yeah, obviously. 2 hard workouts.
It literally takes me over 30 days to notice any changes. For the scale to move at all in the positive direction. It'll go up the other way.
Quick, with the quickness on the weight gaining.
So just to start it off, you need standards, not inspiration. Inspiration will only get you so far. So today we're going to break down the 10 myths. I think it's going to be kind of fun because I'm fired up. Cozi made me tone it down a little bit today because I'm a little crabby.
Yeah, I was like, that seems negative. Who said I feel that way?
I feel a little hate in my heart right now. All right, so let's get to myth number 1. Successful people are motivated.
Yeah, no. I think it is just, you have to motivate it or not. You have to get up and do it every day.
Right. Do you think Jeff Bezos wants to get up every day and work?
No.
When he was going into his garage, starting Amazon, selling books out of his garage, do you think he wanted to get up and do it every day?
No, absolutely not. Yeah, the motivation definitely wanes.
Yeah. I'm guessing Da Vinci didn't want to get up every day and do his stuff.
You're on one today.
I am on one today.
Oh boy.
So what are the things that you can do to be successful then?
Or to help motivate yourself?
To help motivate yourself, or just is a discipline. Is to stick to, have your checklist, your 5 daily non-negotiable tasks that you have to do. Whether, when you're not feeling good, you're not, obviously, like, I'm not going to go make something big happen today, but I can check off the boxes and get done what I need to get done.
Another thing I do, like, for motivation is I remember my goals, right? Maybe review your goals every day.
Mm-hmm. And we both have them on our phone screens.
Yep. So you see them all the time.
Yep.
I react well to, like, a little negative reinforcement. So I probably do that with myself as well.
All right. Well, and I do that for you.
Yeah, that you do.
I just did that with Angie. I'm like, hey, what book are you reading? I knew what the answer was. She's not reading anything. And I said, how long have you worked here? Almost 4 years. And she's read 3 books.
Oh.
So you're averaging a book a year.
Killing it.
Ashley probably doesn't.
No, Ashley probably doesn't react well to negative reinforcement. Or is that your thing? No?
No, I'll do the thing not harder.
Oh.
I'll be
So
like, you don't like that good.
So having little triggers to help you, like your goals on your screen, you know, just remembering what your goals are and what
it's hard to be motivated when you're like grinding day in, day out,
Oh, yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Like the motivation goes pretty quick. Well, look, people do it on their diets all the time.
And that's the easiest one. Ashley knows she's allergic, and she still eats it.
Is it worth it?
No. Generally, no.
Okay.
No.
Let's think of that next
Yeah.
time you're gonna
Right.
eat the hot
I
sauce.
still haven't had it since that day.
What was that, like Tuesday?
Right.
It was like 2 weeks ago. I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
Negative reinforcement's not being able to breathe because you ate something.
Well, I'll just not breathe harder.
The one thing that I don't like how people are like, hey, be grateful for things, like, you know, be grateful where you're at, because it kind of feels like you're kind of muddled in where you're at.
Or you're like good where you're at?
Right.
Yeah.
But I do think when you're not feeling the motivation, you should be happy, like you've got these opportunities to go out and better yourself. I think trying to get better every day, and you know, running.
Well, here's
I suck at it.
a real negative way to look at it. I have had to motivate myself to run by thinking like, hey, this person's really sick
Yeah.
and they can't run,
Right.
and they would love to be able to run, and I can.
Or if you don't run, you'll end up being fat enough where you can't.
Bingo.
So having those things, you know, I'm living in a nice house because of the past work that I put in, and I'm grateful for the past Levi that did those things. But future Levi wants bigger and better things. Whether it's fitness or, you know, relationships with my kids or something like that, you have to keep putting in the work to make those things good. So I definitely don't believe in motivation. It is nice, like you can always scroll Instagram, see Jocko, you know.
I love a good motivation.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
The Kobe Bryant's my favorite athlete of all time, and they talk about him being at the gym at 3 a.m. You know, I'm sure he didn't want to get up at 3 a.m. and go to the gym,
Right.
but he had to put the reps in. So, all right, number 2, myth.
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 Okay.
You need to be passionate. You kind of on
the same thing, right?
the same thing, right? You need to be consistent. Consistency is a word. It will be passion every time.
Well, and motivation and passion kind of go hand in hand, right? Like if you're passionate about something, you're going to be motivated to do it.
Right.
To where like you do need a little passion.
Right.
So I wouldn't say that's a total myth. I think a little passion is helpful.
Passion not to be homeless.
Yeah. Well, there you go, being negative.
Right.
There you go with your negative reinforcement.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a. So what else you got on that?
Oh, you're looking at your watch like you're in a hurry?
TikTok.
You just got a massage. You've got all the time in the world. Myth 3, hustle equals more success.
I guess it depends on what your definition of hustle is, right?
Right. I
Like
don't
if you're
love the word hustle or grind or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a, this is saying that systems will beat your hustle.
100%.
And this is something we're really implementing this year is,
Well, because if that's where we're going with it, we've been hustling for years
Right.
without systems in place, to where if you put the systems in place, it kind of hustles for you.
exactly. And getting the right team, you know, I feel like we've got the team in place to get the systems. And, but when your business is running on autopilot, when we sign a contract, give it to Ashley, certain things get checked off the box, the folders made, that kind of stuff. Those systems to where it used to just be us kind of like running against the wind, like Bob Seger.
Yeah.
And they go smoother.
This is when Ashley needs to cut in, like,
Yeah.
against the wind.
And that way we can do things that are moving the needle, like selling. You know, the things that will help get you there. So systems by far are probably the greatest things to get set up in your business.
Absolutely.
And it's hard when you're starting out by yourself because the system is you doing work. And it's still hard to get those things out of my head to the proper channels because it's a scary place.
Yeah. The other thing that's hard about it, which I bet a lot of people don't really think of, is it's also hard, like for me in particular, to give up the control. Because like if I controlled it all top to bottom like I did before, I know everything runs, right? To where then if I have to give up that control, I'm like...
It is hard to give up, but in Dan Martell's book, Buying Back Your Time, it says 80% of somebody else is better than 100% of what you're doing.
Right.
I do understand it's hard with your stuff because, you know, we're doing contracts and legally binding and get you in trouble, that kind of stuff. But having someone that can do it and do it well will beat your hustle every time.
Absolutely.
When it's on autopilot and you can keep rolling, it sure works better. Myth number 4, balance comes first.
You love balance.
I do not love balance.
You know what? I feel like you're a little more negative on balance than you act like you are. You know what I mean? Because like, you balance.
Oh, I definitely balance.
But like, you're always like...
Not like walking down the street bouncing. But so my thing is there's seasons. Like there's times where we need to buckle down, hit the pavement, boots on the ground, start hitting some goals. You know, January 1, separation season. You know, holidays. We have to get out and get it. There's times there's everybody has the same amount of time in the day. And with AI and all of the innovation, there's just so much time to do things, and sitting and watching Netflix is not going to get you where you want to go.
Right.
I believe it's a weak person's mindset that they have to have balance. You have to be home at 5. You have to, you know, have the weekends. 40 hours a week is the base.
You're working with this on your kid right now, right? Like 40-hour work week is a bare minimum.
This is the bare minimum to get by.
Right.
When you want to do something bigger, balance doesn't exist. There's 24 hours in the day. We've done the math, right? Like you sleep 8, you're at the office 8. There's so much time
you have
left.
8 other hours.
8 other hours.
Left to where, yeah, most people probably...
And from my experience, people that are talking about balance are sitting on their phone. They're not paying attention to their family anyway.
Right.
They're doing the things that they're just wasting time. So I think, you know, like we work almost every Sunday, but my wife likes to run. So I started running with her. It makes her happy. It does not make me happy. It doesn't make my shins happy.
Ankles.
But those kind of things are, you know, I think it's more about the quality of the time that you're spending than just sitting there on your phone just because you're sitting there with your spouse.
Yep.
The only person in my life that likes that is my dogs. They just want to sit there and snuggle.
And your wife. She likes a good TV binge.
She does. All right, myth number 5. Failure means you're not cut out for it.
Totally disagree. I think any failure is a learning experience.
Failure is the tuition to success.
Yeah.
If you do something for 3 months, if you suck at something for 3 months, you're bound to get better at it.
Yeah.
When Ashley first started knitting, I bet you she wasn't the best knitter.
No.
No.
Horrible.
No.
Right.
He says no.
No. When I started flying, I knew absolutely nothing. And now I'm getting better. It's just putting in the time. And
even like with sales, right? So open houses, it took I mean, you flop a couple times. There's a couple times where you're like, that person does not like me.
Right. I blew that one.
Yeah. But like, then you tweak it. So then the next person, like, it still might not work, but it got a little bit better. And so you learn from every failure and you just tweak it.
The lessons are invaluable. Like if someone doesn't click with you, you figure out what clicks with that sale. Just like Ashley's knitting. Right? You have to learn how to fail to get to the places that you want to go. Because if you're, like social media, I don't enjoy it. My first posts were not great. They're getting better. They're not perfect. Mm-hmm. I don't love doing it, but it moves the needle in our business every time we do it. So you have to try. You have to put yourself out there. You have to keep trying and learn those lessons. And it's just the tax.
Yeah.
The success tax that you have to do to get better.
Well, and I mean, like, kids do it in sports, adults do it in knitting. You did it in flying, right? It's like we do it in sales. You just have to learn from your mistakes.
If you pick up the guitar and you've never played before, you're not going to be good right off the bat. And the problem is with social media, everything's out there.
And it looks like it is, right? It looks like it's easy, instant. Yeah.
And it's not. But if you played the guitar every day for an hour for 3 months, you'd be a lot better than you were 90 days before that.
Yeah.
You're not going to be Eddie Van Halen.
Jesus.
You need confidence to start.
I agree with that a little bit. You have to have a little, right? Like you have to be kind of confident to start anything.
Not really. I don't think so.
Okay.
Let's go back to Eddie Van Halen and the guitar. You're not going to be confident when you pick up the guitar.
True.
And you have to start. You have to put in the reps.
Did you need confidence to start knitting?
We'll take that as
A little bit.
Yeah, I think you do a little bit because you have to trust yourself enough to do it.
Like you're scared to stick yourself in the thumb?
Yeah, like with sewing. I was trying to teach Jackson to sew the other day and he stabbed himself so hard.
Yeah.
And he said, no.
See?
Yeah.
I think action brings belief.
Well, yeah, again, it goes to like you fail, you
Yeah.
repeat,
Yep.
you get more confident. But you do have to have a little confidence in yourself to start anything.
See, I don't think so. I was not confident about flying at all. Because I knew absolutely nothing.
Okay. Fair.
But did the learning on paper build your confidence to get more comfortable flying? To actually get in a plane to fly it?
Well, you understand the dynamics, the physics, and all of that kind of stuff, but like it's scary. It's not you absolutely could die.
Yeah.
And I did my night flight the other night. You can't see anything. Wasn't real confident. But at the end, very confident. After 10 landings, very confident. So I'm going to disagree with you because I think just starting and getting the reps builds the confidence.
Okay.
You need connections.
I disagree.
Disagree. That's a myth. I don't think you need connections. I think one of the biggest things that hold people back, especially in my business as a real estate developer, is that person started with money. You hear that all the time. They woke up on third and thought they hit a triple.
Yeah.
And that's a total falsehood to me because if you're out there and you're putting in the work, your deals are going to come your way.
Well, and how many people do you see? I feel like this happens in anything. If you start something with like a really big advantage and you didn't have to put the reps in or put the work in to do it yourself, it'll fall apart.
Oh, absolutely.
Or it probably won't fall apart, but then like where's the next one coming from?
Second and third generation wealth always dwindles.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Always dwindles.
You always end up with like the shitbag kid that just parties all the time and lives off of his, or they try to take over their parents' business and just burn it to the ground.
The Vanderbilt family was one of the wealthiest families in the nation, and now they're not. Because each generation got weaker and weaker.
Yep.
So I don't believe you need connections. I think actually starting from the bottom is a step ahead of everybody else because you have to be more reliant on your skills. You have to be more inventive. You have to come up with ways of doing things that if you're just throwing money at it and your connections, you're not going to get them.
Yeah.
Overnight success exists.
Not a chance. Same thing, right? Like you have to put the work in.
You do, and it's the Instagram world we're living in right now, where 19-year-olds are flashing Lambos, and then you get the Google drop shippers that make a bunch of money, and then that business model goes away, and they don't create a real business. And I'm 15 years into this business of starting with one spec house, and building it up to doing 60. It took 15 years.
Right.
And the overnight success it's not even fathomable. Like, I just don't, unless you're like a musician that comes up with one hit song.
Right. You're Vanilla Ice.
Right.